Precious souls, welcome to our happy space. So I received a message from Spirit that I was to come on here and remind those light workers, those people who are trying to, they've done the healing. This is very specific, okay? To those who've done the healing and who are on their journey now for helping to spread the healing journey, share in their wisdom in any way, shape, or form, okay? And that what I'm seeing is that there are still those trying to interfere right now with your time that you're trying to pour into something. Yeah, they really are that desperate. They didn't want to do the work, yet they're trying to stop you from moving forward. Now, the reason is because you know too much. And they're very much afraid that since they haven't done the healing and they haven't accepted, you know, some of their shadows that have put them in places that they shouldn't have been putting themselves, going against individuals who just mean well and are just trying to carry on and spread their little sunshine in the world. Yeah, to do it on their own without the help of anybody else, because you've broken free and are no longer codependent. You've done all this healing. There are a lot of jealous and vindictive people who are also trying to protect their own hide, is what came through. So, yeah, they're just not, I'm not feeling the love, okay? Like, these are individuals who are very much detached from their own psychic abilities. They are the opposite of someone who is nurturing, and they are very greedy, ungrounded, and quite all over the place, okay? As you're moving forward, there is no stopping this. I'm seeing like just speeding up, okay? Like, there are a lot of things. You're aiming towards your success. You're just trying to keep your nose to the grindstone. It's already in your energy. It is actually coming to you. But Spirit wants you just be mindful so that you don't think that you're, you know, that this is a you problem. These individuals are still doing this. So when you just get started on the project, or you just get started on something that pertains to you and how you can elevate others or inspire others or whatever the case may be, you're not crazy. You already knew this, but Spirit wanted me to come in and confirm. You're going to see a series of events, these little blasts of challenges, disruptors, I call them. Yeah, they are disruptors. Spirit agrees, meant to disrupt you from moving forward and investing your time in yourself. So be mindful that a lot of these things pulling on your energy, knocks at the door, internet problems, what else, Spirit? Appliances breaking down. Anything else? They're saying there's a series of them. Car troubles for some of you. There are a bunch of things, and no, you're not crazy. Some of you actually have questioned on quite a few occasions, is there a wire in my house? How do they know exactly when would be the least convenient time for all of this to happen? Some of you actually, yeah, they are listening. They have methods of listening. I'm not going to say specifically how, because for each of you, there might be different ways. They are interfering with messages. They're watching you very closely. And that's we're not fearful, because fearful means they're winning, right? We don't allow ourselves to sink our vibration into the fear, but yeah, they're watching and they're trying to interfere, okay? So they don't want you to move on to these calmer waters, this transition, but it cannot be stopped. It's already, the ball is in play and everything's in motion. They don't want you to end this cycle. It's too late. You did the healing. These are people of the past. As you see and feel this, why Spirit doesn't want you to second guess yourself or be gaslit by this is to allow those people to leave your life, out of your energy, out of your environment, as soon as you get this inkling. Because yes, there are many that are connected. You are not wrong. So no need to get all in your head about this. These people are having sleepless nights, trying to strategize about, they were not expecting you to evolve this quickly. They figured they had a handle on this. Handlers, thank you, Spirit. They celebrated too quick, but what's happening is you're heading for a massive celebration. So 7-7, thank you, Spirit, is also coming through, and 6-6, thank you, Spirit. Oh my gosh. So some of you have seen all that online garbage that actually represents a lot of very demonic stuff, apparently. And I didn't investigate too deeply in it, but the 6-7, right? Yeah. Okay. That's coming through. And that's what Spirit uses numbers to talk to me a lot of the time. They're also saying the number 14 and 5, 626. These are all relevant numbers for some reason. They're saying that by using these numbers, they're saying you were definitely breaking away from these lower vibrational energies that have followed you your entire life. That's why it is so important, and it is so incredible that you did the healing. You broke through these cycles, so they cannot touch you unless you believe they can touch you. Do you understand the power of your mind? Yeah, some of these were people that truly just had the option and didn't choose you. But there was a lot of stuff going on in the background. I keep getting this. You're starting to come out of this feeling of being dissatisfied. You're starting to get your enthusiasm back, is what I'm hearing. And these people are trying to block it. Do not allow that to happen. Continue to pour into your creativity. Continue to pour into the step-by-step process of what you're feeling called to do, okay? Keep your boundaries up, extremely firm boundaries. You've learned this from those people that you can sense have ill intent. You're not mistaken. There was a lot done, a lot done. A lot of, I'm hearing even thievery. The level of these individuals that they went to try to stop you because it's bigger than you. What's going to happen, and Spirit is showing me, is there's a series of events that are about to go boom, 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 like dominoes. What you think is what happened, there's a lot more. And the reason why they're coming at you so strong is because they believe that if you come forward, draw attention to them like this. I'm hearing like a floodlight. I'm actually seeing, a floodlight. If they feel like you are drawing attention to them because they don't want to be held accountable for the way that they came against you. They thought you'd just be all love and light and never say a word. So speak your truth, because this can't be stopped one way or another. Justice will come about. Everything is going to be balanced. It's just, they played stupid games and they win stupid prizes, and no one is above that. This, the karma and balance, this is a part of, it's a universal law. I'm also hearing, thank you, that their spirit guides have been warning them for a very long time to stop, and they haven't. It's like they're not mentally stable, okay? Winning at all costs and winning at all costs. They really refuse to be held accountable, because once the light is shone on them, which I'm seeing it already is. In fact, I'm also seeing, and I don't like this, and I would never wish this on anybody, I'm seeing that they're starting to look around them, and there's problems with family, problems, some of them with health, things like that. And they're starting to, some of them believe that you're casting spells, which I know you would never do. You are of the light. You would never do that. You're not that foolish. You do not do that to people. It just is a backlash. But what it actually is, Spirit's showing me, and they're showing me like a shield, like it's like a mirror bouncing back. So they didn't listen to the warning of their intuition of what their spirit guides and their ancestors were trying to say. And every time they try to do something to you, it's actually bouncing back, and they're wearing it, and they don't understand what's going on. You're headed for all of the rewards and the stable life and all of the security because you didn't shy away from the work. You didn't take the easy path and step on heads and really try to bury people to get where you're going. You did the healing. You did it. You faced it. You looked at your ego. You looked at your shadows, and you said, what is my part in what's going on in my life, and how can I change it? These individuals are still drinking to avoid it, overworking, keeping preoccupied, playing the blame game, playing the victim game. They're just missing it. If they'd allow themselves to go through this ego death, they would be climbing right up to where you are. They would be in alignment with this. And so I'm seeing their ancestors. I'm seeing disappointment. Okay. Yeah, there were a lot of them that are wanting you to be juggling so much that you cannot complete whatever it is you feel assigned to do. Some of it is a whole slew of paperwork. Some of it is digging out the the receipts on what was done. Some of it is brand new projects that you were meant to bring to light. The problem is these individuals are actually, and have for a long time, been stopping something that source, the divine, had set out for you to do, to bring forward to others, for others. And they have no idea what they're playing with. They're playing God against God, so to speak, or they're playing divine against the divine, the creator. They do not have this capacity. That's why everything's backfiring, and why actually they're just racking up more and more karma. It makes my heart sad, because these people, some of them lack any level of empathy, but their generations to follow someone will have to deal with this, or they will have to come back in another life and be stuck in this cycle and continue through this hellish existence until they stop. Someone's got to stop it. They're not seeing a bigger perspective here. So everything is stagnant in their lives. They're trying to get you to be stagnant, but you see beyond it. You see what's going on. Now you're just waiting for your ships to come in. You've already done the work. You already know 3-3 is very relevant. You already know what's due for you. You've turned your back on all of this nonsense and you've left it to the divine. And that's the best thing you could have done. There's no vindictiveness. There's no fight. There's no investing any energy in this at all, which I don't even like reading on this. But Spirit wanted me to come forward and just let you know, no, you're not crazy. Yeah, they're trying to, the disruptors, right? They're only it's like a minor inconvenience for you. I know some of you are saying minor, really? It is in the big picture, because Spirit's allowing them to just keep racking up karma. What is really desired on every single platform, on every level, is that everybody finally gets the message, okay, and does the healing, goes within. And they're just making it to the point where they're mentally unstable. Everything's crashing and burning, and like, you know, figuratively, not literally, hopefully. And they're not seeing. It still hasn't crashed their ego to say, what? I got to make a change. Something's wrong. Like, I don't understand what this. But some of them have paid for, you know, divination to be done on light workers, and that's like, now they're going through a lot of loss, a lot of regret, a lot. 5-5 is very relevant. Thank you, Spirit. There's a lot of changes coming forward. If these guys don't get their crap together, it's just going to get perpetually worse. I just keep seeing like I really don't want to say it. I don't want to say it, but that's what I keep seeing for some people, is that they're putting themselves in an early grave. Yeah, they're just so out of touch. They're so emotionally unregulated. They're so disconnected. They're emotionally abusive. They're just constantly playing these games, but there's no excuse. We've all had challenges that we've had to heal these inner wounds. Some of these people are extremely narcissistic. They're still caught up in how people view them. That's why they do not want the truth getting out about what they did to try to hold back the Empress and the Emperor. Both are on board. Some of them have actually interfered with divine connections getting back together to reunite, to be reunited in this life. Like, do you understand? When you play against what the Creator, what our source, the divine, has set in to actually assist in the elevating of this world, it's like taking out someone who was meant to invent something very, very important for the world. Because that's in essence what this is. Whatever these two were meant to do together were extremely important to the rest of the world. So they are stalling the rest of the world from getting what they need. Think about that. How completely delusional would you have to be? Because they don't want to go in and do the time alone and look at the healing that needs to be done. You're past this. They're so far disconnected from you. You're elevating so high. You just continue to pour into yourself. You got your eyes on the prize, which is you. You're healing and building your own wealth. your own stability, seeing your true self-worth, your true value, and no one can change that anymore. But because you're staying in your own lane, doing your own thing, and just honestly, if there's something stalling things out, or there's, this disruption, you see it so clearly and you're like, okay, you're out, you're out, you're out. You won't even allow them in your energy. You've already disconnected. They don't understand. Like, there's nothing they can do anymore. You've been dealing with some really cold, malice, compulsive liars, habitual liars, people who are very dark and cold, like non-emotional, very disconnected. But it is all coming to light. How they tried to keep an earth angel off balance. It's all coming to light. You cannot stop this. I'm also seeing something important about the phase of the moon. Like, some of these people actually did like all this kitchen witch magic, like, real amateur during the phases of the moon. And what's happening is it's coming back to mirror them on other phases of the moon. Oh, my ear's ringing. Yeah. Oh, they're receiving this message constantly and they just won't stop. That's what I mean. They're collaborating with each other. It's a group. It's a group of people. They're avoiding their wake-up call. This is a big no-no. A big no-no. You broke through any way that they tried to imprison you. Mentally. I'm seeing mentally they tried to keep you stuck, running in mud, going in circles, never getting anything done, self-sabotaging. You got yourself out of that. You could see through. With the help of divine, I just heard. So they put as many as the ultimate 10 burdens on you. They just kept throwing stuff to keep you stuck. It doesn't work. It worked. It slowed you down for a while. But what happened is, while they're racking up all this karma, okay, really they're doing the worst, and it all comes back. Some of it's already come back, and they're not seeing it. This enabled you to see just how powerful and strong you are. That's why it was allowed to happen. There are spiritual laws that have to be abided by. Yeah, it's about to get not so pleasant for them. Just pretty much everything that they tried and intention is huge, to put on you. And they're not as strong as you because they've always taken the easy path. So, yeah, that'll put an end to that conflict real fast. They've been avoiding the healing. They really have. I'm not going to say that, Spirit. I don't really feel good saying it. Yeah, okay. I'm excused from that. They're just avoiding the healing. They're not seeing how to have hope and faith and align themselves. It's as easy as going in and actually allowing yourself to see the shadow side of yourself and say, this is not the way that's going to help me level up to where I need to be. They're not breaking the cycles. They do not want you seen by anybody. So if you're feeling isolated, don't allow that to take over you. You don't have to be afraid anymore. You walked away from it. This was the biggest thing. It's the truth. That's when you really started to see the clarity, because you didn't have them in your space. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? They are very void of any emotional. There's like, I'm seeing they're like empty vessels. Spirit is showing me that they did so much operating in spiritual darkness that they have nothing left of them. They are like empty vessels. They are void of whoever they once were. They literally kept inviting in things that I don't even want to talk about. They have nothing to be happy about. They are void of any emotion, any happiness. Wow. And yeah, so you've got some messages and opportunities coming in. Now that this block is being removed, like literally everything that these people didn't come in and hold accountability or apologize for, they had their opportunity over and over, Spirit said, they can't block it anymore. So what you're going to see is a surplus. It's like floodgates, okay? So they were stopping all these opportunities, messages, everything that was absolutely meant for you, only because you did the work. These people wouldn't understand what you've been through to get to where you are. You cannot just take it. You actually need to go through all of this, I'm going to say hell that you've been through. It's all like the gates are opening now, like, and the waters are just going to be, you're going to be very busy living the life of your dreams with stability and everything that these people thought that they could just randomly come up and take by holding back these opportunities and new beginnings coming in. They really thought they could hold them back forever. No, You got out of that mindset. You're like, no, I'm not in lack mindset anymore. I am restoring my own lineage. The karma's been balanced. There's nothing more for you to do except stay in your own lane, mind your business, which these people are not, and don't allow them to stifle your passion. And watch out for people gaslighting. You know, these narcissistic individuals, you know, those ones from the past that really fumbled the bag. They didn't see the connection for what it was. They thought they wanted to own you and keep you dependent on them and not pouring into yourself independently to go to where you're meant to be. It's too bad you already did it. You see through all of the illusions. These people are operating at a spiritual darkness that is a choice, free will. Unfortunately, they were trying to come against your own free will. They were blocking things that you didn't even realize they were doing at first. You released with a healthy detachment saying, I don't need anybody. I don't care about the outcome. You gave it to the divine is what I'm getting, which totally shone a light on everything that these individuals were doing to cast these illusions, to make things appear in another way than what they were. And look at them looking over their shoulder because they know. They were trying to block all of your happiness coming in. Through constant betrayal after challenge after betrayal, you kept focusing on your work. 888 is very relevant. There's so much abundance coming now that you called back your power. You will not allow anybody to have the final say, to sway you, to cast these illusions, to make you reactive, to make you jump in certain ways because you're so highly intuitive. This is so beautiful. You can see through all of it and you're keeping things close to your chest. Now you're very mysterious. You understand. You cannot go sharing everything because now you're sad but true, recognizing, oh, I just got that some of you went through like dark empath. Yes, that some of you were meant to be the one person that could stop these series of narcissistic people. Because what you did after you healed, after you went through a lot of trauma, you stopped and you watched them. Thank you, Spirit. They're showing me that you studied them. You went quiet. You stopped reacting and you went quiet and you studied their move. You studied their playbook and you just sat there quiet and didn't say a word for a very long period of time. And you were then open to these divine messages on when to cut things loose, when to speak, when not, what to do in the back. Oh my gosh, the stealth, the strategy, the mirror was turned on the narcissist. And they've never come against anybody like you before. You are powerful. Woo! No one plays in your energy anymore. You can see through everything. You can see the motives, the strategy, the truth, the directives, how people are connected. You can see it before they even have a chance to make their move. You are powerful. You are a true seer and a true speaker. So, of course, in time, when you're called, you are going to speak on everything. Your enthusiasm has no problem with this brand new beginning rolling in. Oh, everything that was taken is going to be reciprocated and some. So you're going to have enough for you, your family, and enough to give to those that you know you're meant to. Okay, you will know who are the little ones that were taking and who don't get this, because that would just be feeding the hand that bit you. Feeding the hand that bit you. That's backwards. Feeding the person that bit you. Don't feed the hand that... Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Whoo! That came out for a reason, guys. You were feeding the hand that bit you. You're supposed to just think on that for a bit. Think on that one. It's going to pull out some trigger or something, Spirit's saying. You're going to have more than enough to give to your soul family. The people that you know are on the same path as you. This betrayal was meant to 3333. Thank you, Spirit. Was meant to teach you everything that you learned. It was perfectly timed. You went through it, but it was all perfectly timed. Everything was all part of the divine plan. The fact that these people haven't stopped, they're only sinking themselves. Ooh, what's this? 3, then the 4 of swords, because you did the healing. This, thank you, Spirit. These betrayals were meant to send you into healing, which it did. Justice is coming. I'm telling you, can't make this up, guys. Justice is coming. It is going to be deserved. What have we got? The magician, the manipulation. The blindfold is off. These people that didn't come forward to give you the communication, they were holding back communication, holding back apologies. The success that awaits you and the way that you will be celebrated is absolutely, it's going to floor you. 666, which is balance, peace, and harmony. That's what that means, guys. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at all the people celebrating you. That you're going to succeed no matter what. And that's because you made the fated choice to turn your back on this and create a new path for yourself. While these individuals didn't take that risk and leap. And that's why there will be no reunion with anybody from the past. I'm seeing some people are losing their home. And that's sad. There are some people that are losing their stability and their home. And they, yeah. Oh my gosh. There was some of these people that they knew the call. One of these people might have even been called to connect with you, and they literally ignored it. You did the inner healing. It's just, Spirit just keeps reiterating, because you healed your ego, you have so much strength. You cannot be pushed around or manipulated. It cannot be done because you don't operate in their games. You never signed up to play their games. So there is this opportunity, like I said, the floodgates are opening, that you have waited for a very long time for. They wanted you to give up on yourself and stop believing and to lose faith. It's coming in. It has taken a very long time. That's because it was being blocked by these individuals. Not shocking that they won't have this brand new beginning with you. You're just focused on yourself. You are extremely magnetic to all of your manifestations right now. You are so highly charismatic. Like, your energy is absolutely wild. I'm seeing that these people are watching you and they're like, not only can we not stop them, but like, you're actually looking like you're physically changing. You're happier, you're healthier. You've got more gusto and you're very witchy. You're extremely psychic. And with both the, this and the High Priestess, you have always come from high-ranking spiritual ancestral lines and past lives. So you are so resilient. These guys didn't know what they were coming up against. And what's fated for you is now coming for you. Do you understand? This is beautiful. Everything that they tried to stop, like I said, it is all coming in floodgates. And you're turning down any offer from anybody from the past that you know now. Their cup was empty the whole time. They were just trying to get into yours and your essence. All right, Spirit, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope that brings some clarity and some renewed faith for some of you out there. This is coming in. It cannot be stopped. You've heard it a lot. These people wanted you to not have faith. Just keep going with your, goosebumps, with your complete resilience, okay? You're resilient for a reason. You will outlast these people by a long shot. They're getting tired. They've invested all their money, all their resources, all their time, and all their energy trying to keep you from moving forward. And you're tapped right into source. You got energy like this. Give them a show, guys. Okay, if you feel called, all my information is always below each video that I post. Take care and keep shining. You've got this. Keep going.